Hello, my name is Phil Smith. Today we have a reclining chair, and I've been having trouble with the springs for the backing coming off, and I know now that the spring clips have actually broken in this chair. So we're going to have to take the backing off of the chair, the cloth covering, and see whether we can get into the frame and replace those spring clips. I don't have any special upholstery tools, so I'm just going to use tools around the house, and I'll show you those in a minute. So the first thing we need to do is flip the chair over and remove the backing and see whether we can't get in to repair the spring clips. Here's some of the tools. So we're just going to use a regular set of pliers, a knife, screwdriver. These are new spring clips that I purchased, and we've got some regular furniture tacks that will of several different sizes that we can use. Okay, removing the backing and removing all those staples turned out to be a pretty big job. But we've now got the foam folded down, and we can see the springs here. This is our broken spring, and here's our broken spring clip that should be attached over here but is no longer attached. So we've got a new spring clip that we can add in over here. And I may look at replacing some of these other ones at the same time. Looks like this one's about ready to break there as well. So I'll see whether we can replace these as we go. Okay, I'm going to mark the location of these spring clips because we're going to remove these. And this one was right there. There, got the old one out. Got the old one out here too. Now we're ready to put in some new spring clips. We're first going to just put a tack in to hold the spring clip in place. And we'll do that for all four, and then we'll put the springs back in. Now that I've got the tack in for each of the four spring clips, we'll need to put the springs back in place. And now that we have the springs where we want them to be, we're going to put tacks in the spring clip to hold them in place. And so you see the new spring clip wraps right around the spring and holds it in place. And we'll do the same thing for the other side now. So there we have one. Okay, so now we've got 4 new spring clips on, and we've got those securely fastened there. The springs seem good and solid. Now we just got to put our covering back on and tack it down. So it's actually going back together pretty easily, easier than it came apart. We need to finish up tacking down this side and put on our backing, and we'll be all set. Okay, so getting the backing on our chair may prove to be about the more difficult part of this job. So we want to cover up all the work that we had done previously, and we've got these pieces that I went through. I removed all the old staples, so we're not going to be stuck with those. And I went through and straightened out all the nails that are part of these side strips that get pounded in here. But we got to find a way to tack down this top edge so that it's hidden. And so I've got something I'm going to try here. Okay, so we'll fold it back. This way. So that we can tack down each of these individual pieces as we go here. Okay, so now that we've tacked that in, we're going to put our padding and cardboard in place, and just sort of by feeling the edge here of the top of the chair, we'll know where to tack that in. So from this side then, we're going to tack in all along the top edge. So I'm going to go ahead and tack all this in, make sure it's good and secure, and then we'll fold down the cloth piece. Okay, so we got it tacked down now along the sides and along the bottom. If we look at the back here, we've got most of our work covered up here. There's a few nails that I could have done a little better job with, and there's a little tuck there in the back, but actually it's pretty good. Springs feel good. Again now. So it's time to sit back and get a good book and relax. Are You My Mother? That sounds like a good book.